fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there and I will rain down an ungodly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out another episode of Real Ass People's Entertainment. Unfortunately, our guest that we had this week got busy. Some shit came up. We are rescheduling for next week. Looking forward to that. You can go check her out beforehand. It's Rebel Kel Wrestles on Instagram. Female wrestler located right here in Seattle. It's pretty cool. She's pretty dope. So hopefully we'll have her on next week. So this week, me and the dinõ just kind of talked about the shit that's going on. You can really feel the pressure, so it might hit home for some of you. He's kind of feeling the pressure from the whole corona shit and lockdown. I'm handling it a little bit better than most. But we do talk about that. We talk about some conspiracies and shit like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to go follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at Real Ass People. You can find me at Big Danny G on Instagram. And you can find the dinõ at Designs by dinõ. You can also find me on TikTok. And please don't forget to go follow us on YouTube at Real Ass People's Entertainment. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like, hit the little bell for notifications, and please leave us a review on Apple iTunes. It really does help. But first, we have a new sponsor, so go check them out. Ugh. Go check them out, and let's get into this shit. Woo!
This podcast is brought to you by OnlyFans Baristas on Instagram. At OnlyFans Baristas, we promote the hottest bikini baristas around the country and linking you with their OnlyFans.com account. Go follow at OnlyFans Baristas and start connecting with those sexy baristas today.
Oh shit. You know what's funny, Dan? I had to look this up because I know you're recording, because in the top right of my screen, a red recording comes up. And
it only
every
took
time
you like 5 times to finally realize
it only
this.
took like 5 episodes for us to do that. But what I was fucking saying was so when I did my direct deposit of my taxes going out, I gave them my information. Okay. Apparently, that is not the equivalent of them putting stuff into my account, which makes no sense because it's the exact same account.
You're talking about the stimulus check.
Yeah. So like
you're talking about
when they
you
took out
file
my
your
taxes,
they're supposed to direct deposit it.
Say again.
When you filed your taxes, were they supposed to direct deposit your tax
and
return?
They did. I don't get a tax return. I'm talking about paying out.
Okay.
I always have to pay out. So when I paid out, I direct deposited straight out of my account to them. Apparently that is not the same thing or the same information for them putting into my account. So I had to, so everybody around me and their brother was getting their fucking checks. My brother got it, my parents got it, my roommates got it, like everybody fucking got their checks. You got your fucking check?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get your check? Okay, so everybody...
child support took it. So my son's mom gets 2 $1,200 checks.
Dope, bro. But so I was confused as shit, and so we looked it up, and they're like, yeah, we don't have this information, but give it to us and then we'll be able to do it. And I was very confused by that, and so I had to call the IRS and be like, hey, listen, like, you have my information, I don't understand why, you know, what's going on. So they said, no, because it's going out, not going in. So I had to reapply the information and do it all over again. And then when I checked online, they were saying, they're like, well, it's going to be mailed to you like on the 24th. And I'm like, well, what the fuck was the point? Like literally when you go on the IRS website, you can check the status of your check or whatever. And they're like, yeah, it's going to be mailed to you the 24th. And I'm like, what the fuck was the point of putting in all this direct deposit information if you're going to tell me that it's going to get mailed to me on the 24th? And that's if you know what I mean. So my question is like, what do you mean? No, this is specifically just the IRS. Like I was like, it's just it's all on their website, the stuff that you can check out. And I was just, and so my whole thing is like, I'm confused about it. Are they saying like in their eyes is mailing me the check, direct depositing it because of the information that I gave them? Or are they physically going to mail me the check? I don't know.
That's confusing.
It's confusing as fuck, Dan. So on top of all this, I have a stack of fucking papers about 2 inches deep of every denial that has been sent to me from unemployment, saying me that I'm not going to be able to collect unemployment.
Yeah, I heard it's quite a process to get.
Yeah. So things finally changed, and there's this new it's called a PUA claim that you can go and do that I literally did this morning. And it said, I read all the list of things like, this is what you got to do. You have to, they literally say on their website, you have to get denied by unemployment first, then file the PUA claim. So not only did I have to file again and get denied again today, I'm still waiting to hear back from the PUA claim to see whether or not I get it or not.
That's super shitty.
Yeah. So like people out there, so like, and the whole plus 600 thing. So like if I was collecting unemployment, I'd be making like probably somewhere $800 a week from unemployment.
I'm getting $1,200 a week right now from unemployment.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That's more than I make fucking tattooing. Like,
you gotta realize you gotta realize I have a pretty high paying job.
Yeah, Dan. So do I. I do too. But I don't get fucking help when the government says they're gonna fucking help me.
It's because normally the unemployment system wouldn't take self-employed because it was you don't lay yourself off. It's your fault if one of your companies like shuts down or whatever. But this is different. The reason they're letting it is because the government forced you to. So they're not used to taking people that are self-employed. You know what I mean? Because
but I mean, I'm just saying,
if I was to get fired or I quit, then I don't get unemployment. But if I get laid off, I get unemployment.
Well, that'd be nice. Well, considering I fucking pay in on quarterly taxes and shit like that, and pay in at the end of the year,
taxes are different than unemployment. I pay into unemployment, which is why
I know.
Unemployment is only
the difference.
A certain time.
I know.
Hey, real quick, before we get into this a little bit more, while I take a sip of this Raise Energy.
We should start doing reviews
of
it too.
Why don't you take us into this episode?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Are you ready, Dan?
God damn it. Take us in. Oh, not that train whistle. Ooh.
Everybody.
This is tasty.
Welcome back to another episode of Real Ass People. My name is dinõ, and that's Dirty Dan.
Fuck yeah.
What are you drinking right there, bud?
Raise Energy.
Raise Energy. Raise this erection from the grave.
I don't know
Raise
about that.
your bathroom. Oh.
But I guess they're competitors.
What flavor are you drinking?
Sour gummy worms. It's actually pretty good.
Sour D's nuts? What?
Sour gummy worms. So, yeah, I guess their competitor for Bang is supposed to be like not bad for you. It says electrolytes, BCAA amino acids, 0 sugar, no crap.
Does it make your dick bigger?
I don't need that, bud.
You don't need
I don't need that.
So as we
it's tasty. I would suggest trying this. You can find it I guess GNC. So it's pretty good.
That's the only place you can find that?
In stores, I believe it is. I think you can get like a discount code. Like if you go buy some and then you take a picture in front of GNC and like send it to them, they'll send you like a discount code to order a pack.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, shit, bud. Must be nice.
But anyways, so that flavor's pretty tasty.
Don't mind me just drinking my LaCroix here.
Your what?
LaCroix.
Is that what you're drinking? I thought you were drinking Rainier.
No.
Did you?
See?
Oh, okay. Did you?
No,
did you? What did
I gave up drinking.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You gave up on life.
I didn't give up on life. I gave
from-
up on the things that made my life bad. There's a difference.
What makes your life bad?
Not a whole lot, just the way
There's
I feel when I consume alcohol.
Sounds like
which is really unfortunate because I have like $500 of whiskey sitting on my mantle that like
you can bring it over here.
I'm trying not to fuck. I have Lagavulin 16 and I have my buddy Ben got me, it's a liqueur, it's a Canadian whiskey with maple syrup in it. And then my dad bought a barrel of whiskey like in the late 80s and it finally finished aging. So I have one of the bottles of that my dad bought. It's some sort of single malt aisle whiskey that smells like fucking kerosene, but it's really good. Yeah, but I didn't get. Yeah, no, I just. I like myself a lot better when I don't drink.
Are you like quitting drinking, or are you like just taking a hiatus for a little bit?
I want to be quitting drinking. Whether or not it's a hiatus is a different story, but my mentality now is that I quit drinking.
I'll never quit drinking. I'll never quit drinking. Never quit smoking.
Oh, I didn't stop smoking weed. I've been smoking.
No, I meant I meant cigarettes.
Oh yeah, see, I totally might start smoking cigarettes again.
It's so good. So good.
I fucking listen. I fucking. Goddamn. I love my vices. Okay, so the reason why I quit drinking, the reason why I quit smoking and all that other shit and doing drugs and snorting coke, like the reason why I stopped doing all of that is I love my vices so much that I'm willing to like die for them.
Then why did you give up drinking?
Because I don't want to die from drinking.
You're not gonna die from drinking.
The way I drink, I've barely seen you drink when we've drank on the podcast. Just because I chilled on White Claws when I first met you and did podcasts with you, does not mean that's not how I drink.
Well, let's find out when quarantine's over. Let's get fucked up.
I don't have health insurance, Dan. I can't do that.
We'll use my ID when you get sent to the hospital, and you'll have full coverage.
Dude, we could pull it off. Realistically,
they'll think you're me, and I just gained some weight.
Fuck you. That's another thing too, though. Is I'm trying to get back, into my health kick and like do all my shit and just like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to exercise. It has not been going so well because I've been doing so much. Been doing the real estate stuff in the morning and afternoon, doing edits. Did a couple photo shoots.
Right? Didn't you do Katie May the other day?
I did do.
And then you did Bella's Best, right?
Yeah, I did.
Whatever
your fave coffee babe on Instagram. Your fave coffee babe on Instagram. Yeah, I did.
Bro, honestly, dude, I don't get how like her and her boyfriend do it. Like I've like seen the shit she posts and like, bro.
Do you follow her on OnlyFans?
No.
I follow her on OnlyFans.
I can't cross that line.
No, so she hooked me up. I don't know if I can say this, but I'll take the chance because I mean it's not like it's gonna fuck anybody. But a couple people that help her out, like sponsor her. Like me, I do her photos for her, and I don't charge her right now because we're able to essentially exchange services. I get to use some of the photos that I take for my portfolio.
Well, you fucking better. You took the goddamn photos.
Well, that's just it. If she was to pay me, she could pay me cash and be like, I don't want you to use the photos for anything. That's okay. You compensated me.
Right.
So right now, because there's no cash or whatever, but because I do her photos for free or no monetary value, she hooked me up with a free subscription to her OnlyFans.
Well, now I know what you do every night.
Actually, I don't. I actually went on there and took a look at some of her stuff, and then I sent her some ideas. Like, this is the way you could up your production value of your videos. And she's like, "Holy shit! I never thought of that."
Really?
Like, she has a video of her doing whatever in the shower, but it looked like her phone was sitting, on the ledge in the shower. I sent her one of those suction cup car cell phone mounts. And I was like, get one of these for your showers. You could take some, make some dope content in the shower with that. And she's like,
oh my God, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking bet.
So, no, so me and her are going to be, I'm going to be shooting some more content for her in a couple weeks. But there's an Instagram page called OnlyFans Baristas. Go check him out on Instagram, OnlyFans Baristas. And I've partnered with them. He's running a contest right now for whatever bikini barista that has an OnlyFans account submits a photo, and whoever has the most likes by tomorrow. So when this podcast comes out, it'll be the Friday before. Whoever has the most likes gets a free photo shoot with me.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. So the person in the lead right now has just over 200 likes. So I'll be putting probably whoever wins that, I'll be putting some content out with them. And then
I'm going to be going on there and liking all them photos, fucking up the winner.
And then me and that guy that runs that page, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants it out there. We've actually partnered up, and I'll be starting another podcast.
What? You fucking slut. I fucking knew it.
I know.
You know what's really funny though? It's actually funny you say that because I'm going to be getting, I'm going to get a Hero 8. If I can get this fucking unemployment going, I'm going to get myself a Hero 8. And I found this company that does a multimedia package that does like a light, a speaker, and stuff like that to do, videography for
this podcast. The podcast.
What do you mean?
To record the podcast, or for what?
No, because. Well, I mean, yes, I can, but I want to start. I'm gonna start like
a YouTube channel,
like a
vlog,
like a short Insta vlog, kind of like.
Okay.
You know how you can like post videos on Insta, and then like it'll give you a short clip, and if you want to click on the link, you can go to IGTV.
Yeah, it's IGTV.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. But I'm not gonna go on YouTube and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to that in a second. So I'm partnering with him. You're good. So I'm partnering with him. He's going to sponsor the podcast because he has a lot of connections with a lot of the girls, and we're starting a podcast called Sex Work 101. So I know when we were looking for a couple bikini baristas come on, we got a lot of interest, and I wasn't interested in completely filling the content on this podcast of bikini baristas. It's just not what this podcast is about. It's talking to a variety of different people. Unfortunately, our guest for today isn't on here, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, well, she's apparently too fucking good for two fucking schmucks over here.
Shut up. Anyways, so the point of this podcast is to have on anyone involved in the sex worker industry. So bikini baristas, OnlyFans content creators, strippers, escorts, sex counselors, porn stars.
I'm sorry, but I don't think OnlyFans creators are sex workers.
They are considered sex workers.
I don't understand why at all.
Because
chicks that are bored that post pictures of their pussy on the internet are not sex workers.
But they are. That's what they're considered. It's essentially solo porn. If you go on Pornhub, you can watch a chick jerk off, and it's on Pornhub. It's porn. That is part of the sex worker industry. OnlyFans is the same thing. It's just private subscription based instead of a broad subscription based.
That makes sense. I wonder what the margin is for. I wonder what how hard OnlyFans is cutting into Pornhub subscription base. You know what I mean?
No idea.
Because you can find obviously you can find millions of things of free porn on Pornhub, but only the select few who are like really into their porn get subscriptions versus going on OnlyFans.
But so here's the thing though. The other way Pornhub makes money is through cam models because they have their own cam model side of their business.
Right.
So people are paying per minute by that when they go on there.
Per minute?
Per minute. And it's the cam model's decision what they want to charge. They can charge anywhere from $1.99 a minute for a private session, or you can even have completely private. So like a private session, I'm going to pay per minute. Anybody can join you in that private session to watch the cam model do whatever. You can pay even more to have a private session to where nobody else can join in.
Mm-hmm.
So no one else is watching what you're watching. But the cam models can also set their price. So it usually starts about $1.99 a minute, and I believe the website will usually take about 20% of that. And then
wow,
you can
that's a lot.
You can set it up to like what $10, $20 a minute. I mean, no one sets it that high, but I don't think there's a limit on the high end of what you can set it at.
That's absolutely crazy.
But,
I would never pay $20 a minute.
So Pornhub makes money from there. Pornhub makes money from their advertisements because it's still a website. So
right.
All over the side, there's advertisements. There's an ad before you watch the videos if you got a free subscription.
Right.
So they're making money through that, plus probably merchandise.
Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna start an OnlyFans, and I'm just gonna post pictures of me making food. Fuck it, dude. Like, I ain't gonna be working anytime soon, so what does it fucking matter?
You'll be back to work in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they said that quite a few times. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna extend it again.
They've already got riots going on. There was a protest in Olympia last
and there was
Saturday.
one in Michigan too.
They've been having riots on the East Coast. People want to go back to work.
Yeah, well, don't fucking like, it's crazy because and honestly, I wish I was there riding with them because it's fucking bullshit, dude. Like, great, another virus that fucks with the immune compromised, like the last fucking 12. Cool, got it.
How about the flu that we have every year? That's the same
exactly.
thing.
That's exactly. So it's just like, dude, like, now you're just fucking with people, and I don't think they realize that people are gonna fuck back.
Well, I think it's I really wish you were on the last podcast. I think it's a political move. It makes you more dependent on the government with what they're doing, not to mention because they had a $2 trillion stimulus package. They're going to come out later after this whole thing settles down and be like, hey, we really went into debt with this, so we're going to have to raise everyone's taxes to pay that back, which they're not actually going to pay it back. So they're going to, they'll raise everyone's income tax 10, 20 cents an hour for every hour they work or whatever.
Right.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, that sucks, but okay, I guess we have to pay it because y'all gave us money and blah blah blah. And they'll be like, it'll only be for like 2 years. We'll pay it back and we'll get rid of it. Bitch, federal income tax was started in World War I, and they said we just need to pay back the debt from the war and then we'll get rid of the income tax. It's 2020. We still have a federal income tax.
Right.
The government is always doing shit to make you more dependent on the government. Why do you think people the government pushes for socialized healthcare? It makes you more fucking dependent on the government. You're more their bitch, the more you have to go to them for shit. Right. It makes you their bitch. They can control you. You think you're free? You're not.
Right. Freedom hasn't been free for a very, very long time. I completely believe in that.
What is my favorite saying about freedom is from XXX, and it says, if you really think you're free, try walking in a deli and pissing on the cheese.
Yeah.
You remember that saying from that movie? I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, dude, it's just absolutely crazy because it's just like, I mean, just like we were talking about before we started this, it's just like, and even on top of that, when you were just saying, the government's trying to make you more dependent on them, it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, they literally shut down a country fucking like that. And but I also think it's crazy because I don't think they were ready for us to fuck back. Like, I don't think they were ready for riot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they were ready for riots to go on and people to do the things they're doing. Like, and even now, look outside, like, people, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been really quarantining myself. Like, I still go out and do shit.
Yeah, motherfucker can't come over and do a podcast.
No, But it's not like I'm going out and like hanging out and partying. Like I'm talking about like
I'm one person that's been sitting in an apartment by myself for like a month.
I'm like
I think you're perfectly fine over here.
I still go to Home Depot. I still go to the grocery store. I still go to the bank. I got to go pay my cell phone bill. Like I still got to do all that shit. So it's just like, but it's not just me. Like the other day when we went to Home Depot, I think there was 150 people outside waiting to get in.
That's
and
stupid.
It's like, well, no, it's just like, well, A, yes, it's stupid, but B, it's like people aren't and will not stop because you tell them to, kind of leading back to why I started this whole tangent. Like the government may tell me to stop, but like if this gets any worse, I'm going to start putting out my address for fucking garage tattoos and being like, hey, listen, bro, come the fuck over. Cause like, I need to fucking live. Like I need to fucking make money. You can't just tell me to just stop my whole life because you're fucking insecure as fuck about shit. Like, it's not my fault. You're a fucked up government. So why are you blaming me? Like,
I don't know why you're not doing that already. I mean, people are doing that
because it's not worth it. I want to point out
to some.
It's not worth it to go to jail or to get that many fines or to lose my business license or to anything like that. Ain't nobody paying me enough to pay for all that. So
I want to point out something. We've been on quarantine for like a month. Look at my hair, bitch.
What?
Does it look like it's been growing for a month?
No.
Exactly. Because people are doing shit.
Yeah.
People are still trying to make money.
Right. Yeah, but like other people's work and my work are different. I open people's skin for a living, and so my health risks are a lot greater than other people's. People don't open your skin when you get a haircut.
Well, I mean, if I get straight razored, so that
I'm just saying, yeah, but yes, that's if they cut you or something like that. Like I purposely make you bleed for a living. Like it doesn't.
Yes, but yeah. So I was looking up the statistics today. Oh, I really feel like I should just read them since I think I typed them out.
Do it.
So it was only 2.4% of coronavirus deaths were people who did not have other health issues that compromised their immune system, and there was 4 major ones. It was like diabetes, asthma, and like something else. So it was 4 other things that make coronavirus deadly to you. The only people, there's like I think 100 people that died under the age of 35, all of which the doctors were not expecting them to live to the end of the year.
Right.
Anyways, most people, I think it was like 79% of people that have died have been over the age of 50. And I think the percentage of cases to deaths is, as of today, was 7%.
Wow.
So that's not very high because there's only been 2 million. There's only been, I think it was 169,000 deaths, something like that.
Right.
I was looking at a lot of fucking numbers today. But when you think about it, so we're worried about a virus that that's killed 160,000 people, but no one's ever worried about health disease that kills 9.5 million people per year.
Right.
And okay, so heart disease isn't transmitted. So let's go to something that is transmitted. Let's go to the fucking flu. Okay? The regular everyday flu that we have every year that nobody ever is concerned about, except the people that are old or have compromised immune systems.
Right.
Okay, the only difference between the flu and the coronavirus is there's no shot. The times in which you are contagious are different. And the incubation period is different. Other than that, it's the exact same shit.
Basically.
I mean, I pulled up both the flu and coronavirus on the CDC website, exactly the same. Around the world, coronavirus kills anywhere from 12,000 around the world the flu kills 250 to 500,000 people a year around the world. Every year. In 2017 and 2018, so I think it was like November 2017 to like March 2018, like a 5-6 months period, 61,000 people died in America. Just America.
From the flu.
From the flu. Nobody was freaking out. We have on average 30,000 people, like 30 to 35,000 people a year die of the flu.
Right.
Nobody freaks out. And it's the same shit. It's good hygiene. If you're old or immune compromised, take extra care of yourself, stay away from fucking people. And the rest of the world should fucking go on. I think it's Sweden right now. What did they do? They didn't fucking lock down. They told the sick to stay home. Everybody else go to work. Guess what? Everyone's still fucking working. They have like some of the lowest numbers of cases and deaths. Plus, their economy didn't fucking collapse. They're doing fucking great.
Yeah, well, not everybody can be in the forefront of innovation like them. Trust me, they've been doing shit better than anybody else for a very long time.
Well, they just didn't freak out. They understood. They're I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of their country is dependent on the government, but the government in this country.
Yeah, but the government's also not fucking them either.
The government's fucking them. The government is fucking them hard in taxes. Oh yeah. It's not a socialized economy. They have a lot of social programs. In my opinion, they're getting fucked when it comes to money. But it's a little bit different, but we won't get into that because we're kind of sticking to the corona thing. But this country, especially to me, the Democrats, really want the people in this country to be dependent on the government. They're all about big government. To me, I want small government. And I don't know. I think it should be, we're going to put out the information. This is what the coronavirus is. This is the people who's at risk. Decide for yourself.
Right. Yeah.
And if somebody dies, it's on them.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time too, though, like, I mean, now you saw that. Now you see all this shit about like nurses and doctors and everybody coming out about how like they're making like YouTube videos and clips and stuff, and they're telling everybody to fucking stay at home and like all that shit. So like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a double-edged sword. It just kind of really depends on what part of the battle you're in. You know, like, you know what I mean? So like for us, we're like, yeah, dude, fuck it. You know, like I get it, but like, it's also, I think it's still fucking stupid and fucked up because it's like, you know, for us, we're like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. If we die, we die. Like, just like you said, you know, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. Choose for yourself. I totally believe in that. But then now seeing all these other people come out that are in like the healthcare field and shit like that, and they're like, yo, like, don't choose for yourself. We're fucked right now. Please stay home. You know what I mean? It just really depends.
How about this one? I mean, this is another analogy. It's not an airtight analogy, but sexually transmitted diseases, AIDS, like, yeah, that's a risk. No one's out there screaming fucking stop having sex. They say, hey, this is what out here, this is what it can do. Protect yourself.
Right.
Live your life.
No, it's funny. I said that before too. Like, and I've made fucking Insta posts and stuff like that about it. And it's like, when this all first started happening, it frustrated the shit out of me because it was like, people are out here worried about the fucking flu and shit like that, but like, you're still eating pussy from a girl who has fucking, you know what I mean, like on a fucking Tuesday, you know, like, because you don't give a fuck. And it's just like, you completely forgot about the 6,400 other things that can fucking kill you every day, or, you know, a disease or an ailment or anything like that you can catch just as easily. And it's like, oh, I forgot about that. And I'm still 100% positive that at the end of all of this, the pregnancy rate is going to go fucking skyrocket through the roof, because during quarantine, people have nothing better to do than to fuck each other, which is totally fucking true. So it's like, God only knows how many fucking babies are going to get made and how many fucking STDs are going to get transmitted and all that other fucking shit. Yeah, like, people's Tinder game are probably through the roof right now.
I don't know about that. I did see I think some of the dating sites put on like video chat on their apps now. So you can like video chat without giving each other your phone numbers, so you can have like virtual dates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I would ever do that. I don't think I want to go on a virtual date. That's not really my fucking thing to do. But yeah, so recently we've been staying super fucking busy doing a lot of fucking house projects and shit. And it makes me feel like I'm back at work because of how much work we've been doing. And even coming up next weekend, we rented a backhoe and a front end loader to come move a substantial amount of land in the back so that we can finish up.
Nice.
And another reason why I quit drinking is if things finally do get back to normal in 2021, the beginning of that season, I want to start racing amateur motocross. And my roommate who raced motocross growing up and for like a good part of his life is going to train me because I want to start racing amateur motocross.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, so if I can get my unemployment checks coming in, I'm gonna go make some payments on a brand new 2020 dirt bike.
What kind?
KX 450F.
Who makes
brand
that?
new Kawasaki. Yeah, I've been debating very, very hard. I've been debating whether or not I wanted like. I would definitely like a Yamaha or maybe even like a Husqvarna or something like that.
Say those Husqvarnas are dominating right now.
I've never been disappointed with Cowie, and I just like they're fucking dope bikes, dude. And like all my favorite riders ride them, and they never have anything bad to say about them. So I don't know. Like I'd have to drop like a good amount of weight to ride like a 250 or something like that. Like if I really wanted to race.
Competitively,
which I'm gonna still try to do, but I'm not gonna do it like. Obviously, I'm not gonna try to make this like a thing. But they have like super amateur classes. Like there's like the amateur circuit where you try to go pro, and then there's like the weekend warrior. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Is like it's I was looking it up. It's the like 25 up C class. Like it's like a super amateur fucking, racing on the weekends or whatever, which I'm going to try to do and just get back into like, just really get into riding and shit like that. And I don't know. I feel like I'm going to call it quits on building this Harley. I'm like really fucking done with it.
Why?
So, my roommate said he found metal shavings in the case. And so I feel like I have the sides cracked open and I drained it, but I haven't pulled them off yet. But I need to make sure that the bottom of the case isn't filled with fucking metal shavings, because if it is, then the engine's probably fucked. And
go get another engine that you can rebuild.
I don't want to do that. For the money that I'm into it and the money that I want to put into it, I might as well just go get me a fucking brand new Harley that I want. Like I want to get a Dyna Street Glide or something like that, or Dyna Lowrider, so I can fucking something that's not carbureted and fuel injected, so that I can do some serious fucking tuning to get some bigger cams, get a bunch of shit on it, and like really start fucking. That's fine, dude. But if I'm putting money into something, I might as well get something out of it. Like
putting cams on Harley's like $1,000. That's why I haven't done it yet.
That's fine.
That's my next step. Dude. I got stage 1 on my wide glide, and I believe stage 2 is cams. I think it's
well, I'm trying to fucking like stage 6 that motherfucker.
I think there's usually like 3 or 4 stages.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I want to put all the stages on mine, but I think I was saying this year I wanted to have a road glide, but I think it's going to get put off till next year because of the breakup with the girlfriend and having to move. Which I still haven't found a place to move. I still gotta find a place to move to.
Yeah, but can't they not kick you out because of all the shit that's going on?
They can't. I'm actually not paying rent the last 2 months I'm here.
Because of?
Because I didn't put a deposit down here. They don't really require a deposit. So when I move, I have to put a deposit down somewhere else. So by me not paying the rent for 2 months, I'll have the first month's and rent somewhere else.
Right.
Instead of, because usually when you move out of some place, you might get the deposit back, use that for your deposit the next place.
Right.
But I can't do that.
Right.
So I'm kind of just like, I have no problem paying the money. It's just I'm taking the money now because I need it to go put it to a new place, and then I'll just.
Oh, I agree.
I'll just pay him back. Like I'm not trying to fuck him. It's just like I'm kind of in a lose-lose situation because all the shit happened. I couldn't find a roommate. And with the ex dipping out, I had to, and even when she was here, I had to dip into my savings so deep just to keep us afloat that I didn't have enough to keep me afloat through this shit. So
yeah, well, you're telling me, man, like, and I'm not even in a situation like that. I'm just trying to fucking live, and it's weird. It's so weird. It's weird how this is how our society is becoming. Like, massive amount of people are struggling so hard right now. It's so fucked up.
oh, not everybody get this shit. Excuse me. So I did the math. So my son's mom, I think I posted about this. My son's mom is currently working. She's working from home. She's able to work from home. So she's getting her regular paycheck, right? She gets the $1,200 stimulus check plus $500 per kid. She's got 2 kids. So it's an extra $1,000. Plus, because I'm behind on child support, not by
She got your $1,200.
Yeah, me behind child support, for anyone that wants to say I'm a shitty dad, it was not my fault. They literally notified me I had to pay child support 2 months after I was supposed to start paying child support. So for 2 months, I didn't even know I had to pay.
Right.
Which is stupid. So they took my $1,200 stimulus check for that. So right there, what is that? $3,400.
Right.
Then her boyfriend lives with her. He gets a $1,200 check plus his 1 kid. So that's another $500. Plus he's on unemployment. He was making good. I believe he was making good money. He was in construction. So if he's making about what I'm making on unemployment, that's about $700.
Right.
And then on top of that, other $600. So I did the math. I was like, in 1 month, they're going to get $13,600.
Right.
That's insane.
Right. And I'm over here trying to fucking suck dick for money. Like,
Well, I mean,
give me a fucking break. You know what I would do if I got
Seattle's not
right
far.
now?
You can go up on Capitol Hill and probably make a couple hundred a night.
Bro, I could probably make a couple million up on Capitol Hill if I tried.
You're not that good looking. You're not that good
No.
looking. You're that good at sucking dick? I'm that
good looking.
I don't know
I'm
about
that
that.
good looking.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm not a homo, so
I'm not a homosexual. Okay,
yeah.
bud. Sorry.
So I can't really
know.
judge on how attractive you are.
I mean, you can tell me I'm attractive because I am. You just don't got to be fucking weird about it. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're a pretty half decent looking guy. I wish you didn't have the haircut you had, but like, you know.
Oh no,
that's just what I'm saying.
I'll tell a motherfucker if they're good looking. Like The Rock is a good looking motherfucker.
Yeah, but he also wakes up. And
David Beckham's a good looking motherfucker.
You know who's really good looking still to this day? Marky Mark.
Yeah, he got some good genetics. Fuck that guy.
Dude, no.
His brother's got fucked.
You know who has great genetics? The Rock. Literally.
That's who I just said.
Yeah, I know. But he also puts in the work though. Like, I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but like
he
literally
does.
Every video is him either pre-sweat, post-sweat, or in sweat. And it's like, he's like, it's your bro, The Rock. Just got done doing my fucking training. You know, it's 3:35 in the morning, and I'm like, bro, fucking quit it, dude. Like, god damn.
I have a friend that, like, I'll make comments all the time, and she'll look at me. She's like, "Are you sure you're straight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's The Rock. Like, what man?
Right.
A man who's comfortable with sexuality is going to admit that The Rock is a gorgeous, chiseled god of a human being. Like, that's just obvious.
Like, if I could look like The Rock, I absolutely would.
Yeah,
and it's not gay. It's not gay. It's appreciation.
If someone said, like, I'll snap my fingers and you'll have that body, but you got to suck a dick, I'm getting on my knees. I'm sorry.
I would definitely not suck dick for The Rock's body.
I probably would.
I don't think I could suck dick for anybody's body.
Not like to have that body. Like, all of a sudden you're just going to look like that in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but like, what are the
That's
parameters? But what are the parameters of sucking dick? Like, do I have to only suck a dick for 10 seconds? Like, that's too loose. That's too loose of a situation for me to accommodate on.
You got to suck a dick for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes to look like The Rock?
10 minutes, one dick, and then you get the body of The Rock forever. You don't even have to work to keep it. You just, boom, it's there.
Fuck.
Right? That's a hard one.
Literally. Literally.
I walked into that
That's a hard one. See, that's the thing though, dude. I still don't know how big the dick is. Like, do I have to swallow?
Average size dick.
I don't think I could do it, dude. I think I hold the sanctity of my straightness too high. I'd kind of rather be overweight with a dad bod than suck a dick, dude.
This after
because I could.
You remember we've
'cause I
asked
could
this
not-
question before.
Well, listen though, because I could not suck a dick, and then go put the work in and still kind of half look like The Rock, like, and I don't have to suck a dick. It just takes longer. You know what I mean? Like, there's. That's what I'm saying though. Like,
no. I think what you're saying is you could put in the work to look like The Rock, but you're going to sit there and kind of half-ass it for the rest of your life and never quite get there. You'll never lose the dad bod.
That's totally fine. I'd still rather not suck a dick.
I'm sorry for like a chiseled body like that, man. If you just snap your fingers and it's yours, I don't know.
Yeah, but like a body like does that mean I'm gonna get taller? Like, am I gonna look exactly like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you will get the height and the build. Everything.
I don't think I can handle that. I don't think I can handle being that.
Wait, how tall is The Rock?
I think he's like 6'6". Like, he's fucking huge.
Is he that tall?
I'm gonna look it up.
Because
either way, I
thought Vin Diesel was tall, and turns out that dude's only like 5'7".
No way, because he's like the tallest dude in the whole fucking franchise. There's no way that dude's 5'7".
No, I don't mean The Rock. I mean, we all thought Vin Diesel was tall forever, and he's only like 5'7", 5'9".
Okay, The Rock is 6'5".
Okay, now how tall is Vin Diesel?
Let's find out. He's 6 foot. He's like my height.
He's 6 foot?
He's 6 foot.
So I'm taller. I'm taller than Vin Diesel.
Sylvester Stallone is shorter than me. He's 5'10".
Yeah, I knew Sylvester Stallone was shorter.
What the fuck? Why is everybody so short?
What about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Ooh, that's a good one. Take a guess. What do you think it is?
6'2".
Damn, you were literally right. It's fucking 6'2", bro. You probably already knew that because you fucking watch all of his shit. You fucking freak.
So I'm as tall as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Damn, bro. You're not taller than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I said I'm as tall.
Oh.
I'm 6'2".
You're not fucking 6'2".
Yeah.
Maybe with that puff of a haircut on your head, you're 6'2", but from the top of your dome down.
No, I hit just over 6'1" at 15.
Jesus. Yeah, I've never been that tall, man. I'm not that fucking cool.
No, the one reason I don't look that tall is because I'm really bad at like slouching, or I always have like one.
Yeah, dude. I
always have like one leg off to the side and my hips kind of over a little bit because I'm always super relaxed. And then like, you're not 6'2", I'm like, okay, and I stand like straight up. I'm like, oh shit, you are 6'2".
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because
I bet you I could have gained an inch my whole life if I didn't fucking slouch like a fucking asshole.
Get one of those the
backpack things that brings your shoulders back.
No, one of those hang-ups, those inversion tables.
The teeter hang-up. It doesn't do anything for me, dude. My back's so tight that literally when I go on the inversion table, it doesn't even crack.
No, it's not about cracking. It's about you hang there for so long, and it starts to get tension off the what's the cushioned part in your joints? The disc, not the disc.
I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, it starts taking that tension off, and if you do it regularly, like 2 times a day for like 5 minutes, it'll start working that back, and you'll actually get a little taller.
I don't know about that, but thank you.
And it starts taking the tension off.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
By the way, this sour gummy worms is super good. It's a lot better than Bang. I'll give it that.
Is it too sugary? Dude, one time I had
Bang to me is too sugary. I had to stop drinking it. This is like, it's a little more sugary than I would like, but not as much as Bang.
I had a Bang one time before I worked out, and I literally almost passed out.
Why?
I think it was I don't know. It was like combination of lack of food, overstimulation, too caffeinated. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not enough water. And like, I think it was just the wrong situation, but like, it was the one day I drank a fucking Bang before working out, and I literally thought I was going to fucking die. It was so bad. Maybe it's because typically my pre-workout and shit like that, I use stim free. I don't like any of that bullshit. I don't like feeling like that. So maybe it was because of that, because of how much of the stimulant that I was using.
Yeah.
But never again. I'll never drink. And I know people that can drink like 4 or 5 bangs a day. And I'm like,
crazy.
I'm like, how and why? Like, there's no fucking way you should be able to fucking drink 5 bangs and be okay with it.
I used to drink like 4 Monsters.
That's totally different.
Well, it's a lot more caffeine and a lot of shit that's bad for you. At least Bang's supposed to be good for you. Okay, so I don't know if anyone remembers this. Do you remember the Monster BFC can?
Yeah, the big fucking cans.
The big fucking can. Okay, so
dude.
This is what I used to do. I used to, when I was 17, I used to work at a lube shop and was right across the street from a Safeway, and used to be able to get in the summer a 2-liter of Mountain Dew for $1. There was Safeway was selling them like 10 for $10. So I used to go over to the Safeway in the morning, get a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, drink that by lunch, go down to the gas station, get a Monster BFC can, drink that in about 2 hours, and then I had a case of Mountain Dew down in the lube pit, and I would probably drink another 2 cans of Mountain Dew after I was done with that Monster. So within 8 hours of work, I drank, was it a 2-liter Mountain Dew plus 2 regular 12-ounce cans plus, what was that, like a 40-ounce Monster? All within 8 hours.
Jesus. Fuck that, dude. No way.
This is why caffeine doesn't do shit for me anymore.
Yeah, I had a bunch of friends in high school that were like super addicted to Monster. It was that crew in high school that used to like sell Monster out of their locker. They'd like go buy a case of it at like the gas station or whatever, then like sell them for like $2 more than they're worth.
Why would they do that? How did that work? Why didn't people just go to the gas station themselves?
Because it was the people that didn't fucking get to go to the gas station before school and had to go to take the bus to school, and people that didn't drive to school and they still wanted a fucking Monster, so they'd pay the $5 fucking for a Monster.
Dumb. I would have just gone to like Walmart outside of school, or gone to Walmart like after school or on the weekends, grabbed a case or 2 and just put one in my backpack.
I'm just telling you what happened, Dan. Okay,
I'm just saying. I don't know why people would do that.
But it was those people. Like, I remember watching it. Like, they would be drinking literally Monster all fucking day long, and I could never understand how the fuck they did that. It was so bad. Like, and I'm not even a huge. I used to like Monster, and then I think I just drank it too much, and I don't drink Monster now. The only energy drink I can ever buy is like Red Bull. And I intermingle between sugar-free and regular. If I drink sugar-free, it's because it's like later in the day. But the only time I'll get like a regular Red Bull is if it's like the first thing I drink when I wake up in the morning. Other than that, I can't do it because there's still too much caffeine in it for me. It gets me all fucked up.
So, a little more recently, about 3 years ago, I used to work at Fox's strip club in Parkland. So I would get up on a Friday shift. I would get up at 3:00 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, have a cup of coffee, go to work because I did construction.
I think you told me about this, and you put like one in the fucking.
Hold on! Don't ruin my story. I would go to work all day doing construction. Get off work. I would drink whatever at work, but usually I'd have a cup of coffee on my way to work at work. Nice big cup. Go to work all day, get off work. Most days I couldn't get a nap in before working at the club. So I would go home, change, chill out for a little bit. On my way to work, I would stop at the coffee stand, get a cup of coffee. And then when I got to the club, I would go around the corner to the smoke shop, grab myself 2 Red Bulls and one of those Red Line energy drinks.
Yeah.
That kind of says, like, don't be pregnant, have to be 18 years old to buy this shit, only drink half a bottle because it will get you fucked up. So I used to get one of those, 2 Red Bulls, and like a 5-hour. I would slam the Red Line. I would take a sip out of one of the Red Bulls, pour the 5-hour into the Red Bull, and then sip on the Red Bull over a period of like 10 minutes. And then halfway through my shift, I would drink the second Red Bull. That was 3 years ago.
I have like heart palpitations just thinking about it. Like, that's absolutely way too much for me.
I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack.
Yeah. And
and I was smoking cigarettes like a motherfucker. I'd smoke like a pack and a half a night while doing that.
Fuck that, dude.
Because that's all I would
just
do.
makes you want a cigarette
I would,
really fucking bad.
I would go in the club sometimes. So my job was literally to make sure nobody was breaking into cars, and let open the door for the customers, and then run errands for the girls or walk the girls to their car, shit like that. So I was just standing outside smoking cigarettes, bullshitting with people all night.
Right.
Easiest job I've ever had.
Yeah. I mean,
And
if I had that job,
90,
I'd probably do the same thing. Yeah.
And there was 90 naked women, always. So you can't complain about that.
Yeah, dude. A couple days ago, it's probably like 4 or 5 days ago. I went to Point Defiance and like went on a huge hike. And I say a huge hike, but we just walked around the whole thing. It was like probably like 5-6 miles, but kind of going back to what we were talking about, it just hit me like this last couple seconds, like people don't give a fuck about what's going on right now. They are not 6 feet apart. They're not even 2 feet apart. You see fucking groups of 5 or 6 people walking together in packs. Like, now that I think about it and all this shit I've seen, all the sights I've seen, everything I've said, like, it almost seems like fucking life hasn't stopped, and it's just people are on like permanent vacation right now.
It is, because
taking it as such. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm on vacation that'll never end, which sucks, but.
Which is essentially making you dependent on the government, which goes back to our original point.
I'm not dependent on the government, though. I haven't received
what are you waiting? What are you waiting
government.
for? You're depending on the government to send you that $1,200 check.
Right. But I have not received it, though.
But you're depending on them to send it.
But I'm not dependent.
So you're not sucking on the tit. You're just waiting for them to shove their tit in your mouth.
Basically.
Yeah, it's the same shit. You're that crying baby in the crib waiting for someone to pick you up and shove a tit in your face.
Dan, don't ever talk to me like that again, first off, because I'll fucking stay violent with your ass and fuck your day up. Ever talk to me like that again. And don't even be the fucking guy that fucking says that. You know why? Because you're fucking the one that's behind on child support and got his $1,200 given to his fucking ex. So here we go.
So? That means $1,200 less that has to come out of my pocket later.
Right, but I'm pretty sure the $1,200 is not taxable.
What do you mean?
Aren't they doing all of this not taxable?
You mean not taxing on the check?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
right. So why would you have to pay back $1,200 if they're not taxing you on it?
No, I'm not having to pay back $1,200.
What did you just say? You just said that's $1,200 I'm not going to have to pay back.
No, that's not going to have to come out of my pocket.
Oh, for the child support or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. Well, I don't fucking know, Dan. I don't have child support. I don't want kids.
Yeah, all of a sudden, so I was like $1,600 behind, and then they all of a sudden, like, without telling me, or somehow decided that I needed to pay more for child care, not necessarily child support, but child care.
Right.
And all of a sudden they backdated it like 7 months or some shit. So all of a sudden I went from like, I was 20 some hundred behind. All of a sudden I went to like 3,900 behind, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, and I thought it was hard as fuck paying vet bills for my dog at like $90 a pop. I couldn't even imagine being owing somebody $3,900.
Do you know how much I pay a month for child support and child care?
$800.
$850.
Yeah. Damn.
That's insane.
I feel like it doesn't even cost that much to have a kid a month though.
Okay, so
like,
I did
what the fuck?
When I was going to when I was going through the process, I did the math on what it should take to raise. At the time he was 3. He wasn't 4. He was 3 years old. So at the time, the state was saying that she had to pay $400 a month for childcare. And the DCS's regulation is that I have to pay 66% of everything. Right. So I did the math. So 66% of the 400, I can't remember the exact number, plus, so she's got a 3-bedroom apartment because she has 2 kids, right?
Mm.
So the difference between a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom apartment was $200. And then the average cost to feed a 3-year-old per month was $105 according to the FDA. So 66% of that. So I think like if you took, so it all added up to about all the bills to feed him and everything to feed him.
It's now.
Came to about $605 a month.
Right.
And that's what I was fighting for, because as soon as I got notified, like, oh hey, you have to pay $850 a month. And then I was fighting for $605. I got hit with $650 a month, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, we lowered the cost for his mom to pay childcare, so that means you now need to pay more, which is where it got bumped back up to $850.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody else is the reason why I don't want ever to have kids or to get married.
Well,
It's like I've never been in a fucked up situation, but everybody else's fucked up situations is the reason why I don't want to ever be in one. It's all fucked up.
Well, I mean, I don't have a parenting plan. So
I don't know what that means.
A parenting plan is the plan where it's like, I get him on these dates, these holidays, these times. Like the mother, who determines what. So like in the parenting plan, she gets to like determine like maybe what school he's going to, because she has him more often. But where I am going to fight to choose what religion he gets to grow up in. So like she can't go take him and like, not that she would, but all of a sudden if she decides to convert to Islam, because I get to determine the religion he's raised up in, she can't go take him to a mosque and teach him Islam.
Wow.
That means I get to. And
that's a fucking thing.
Yeah. Well,
what the fuck?
Everything's determined. So it's like there's no argument, there's no disagreement. So where the court be like, okay, this person determines this person determines this.
Right.
And the only reason I would determine like religion is because she's not religious and I am. So it's not that I would want to control it. It's that I don't want to like maybe teach my son something and then all of a sudden her be like, you can't teach him that. I'm like, well, I can, because in the parenting plan it says I get to determine that.
Right.
But like it'll also, like right now, I have to go pick him up and drop him off every weekend. I would prefer like on Fridays she drops him off, and then on Sundays I drop him off. That way, because on Fridays I'm driving for like 4 to 5 hours to pick him up.
You drive 5 hours to pick up your kid?
Yeah, because I get off work and it's rush hour.
Is that both ways?
Yeah. So I have to drive from like Seattle all the way up to Marysville to pick him up. And then I got to drive all the way back down here to Tacoma. And she wants me to move up north, but I don't want to pay to live in Snohomish County because it's the second most expensive county in the state.
Right.
Up there, you can make $72,000 a year and you're still considered low income.
Damn. Yeah. I'm fucked if that's the case.
So I want to stay in the south end, but I also don't want to. I want to stay in the south end for now until my income is higher, and then I might move up north a little more. But I don't want to move up there right now. But I also don't want to be driving, or split
How
it
often
to where
do you have them?
I have them every other weekend.
Damn, that's even at every other weekend. It's still a lot of fucking driving.
Oh yeah, but even if it's like I could put up with the 4 to 5 hours driving on Friday if on Sunday she came and picked him up, and because on Sunday there's no traffic, it would literally take her, an hour to drive down, pick him up, an hour to drive back. No big deal. Like I would do that.
Right. Fucking court system, man.
The reason I was talking about the court system is because the court system determines that I only have to pay like, I think it's like 55% of the child's bills. So no matter what, once we go to court for a parenting plan, I won't even have to argue what I pay. They'll automatically drop it because their limit is 55 or 59%.
Right. Do you get to claim all of that money that you spend on gas and shit to fucking go pick up your kid because she's fucking all that shit? You don't get to have any sort of say in any of that? Like she can't pay for gas or like...
Nope.
What the fuck, dude? I don't ever want to have a kid. I don't even ever want to have a girlfriend ever again. I don't want to have nothing. Nope.
Speaking
It's,
of
you know
having
why?
a girlfriend, if
Fucking pussy runs this world, bro.
it does actually teenage girls run this world.
That's true.
If you look at just about every single app that's ever gotten popular, it's because of teenage girls.
That's true.
I was listening to a guy. Pretty much everything that's become popular or a thing in this country is because of teenage girls. But also, I was gonna say, if I get into one more relationship and it fails, or like one more marriage and it fails, I'm just gonna start hiring a hooker to come over like 3 times a week and just do her thing and cook me dinner and leave.
3 times a week? Would a hooker even cook you dinner?
I think I mean, you'd have to find one that can cook, but I would assume if
But
I'm going to pay
like,
her the same rate, like what would you rather do? Get a dick in the ass or cook some food?
That is true.
Like I'm still gonna make $120 an hour.
I got it. Here's our $1 billion idea.
Oh Jesus! Naked
Here it
maids.
is. Full service. It's like a rent-a-wife, like a full service rent-a-wife, and there's like different tiers where it's like cooking and cleaning and hanging out, and then you could do like cooking, cleaning, and like fucking, and you can like pay a rate because she's technically a hooker too. So if you wanted to fuck, you could totally fuck her too. Like,
it's illegal, right?
Why is it illegal?
That prostitution's illegal.
Well, I get that, but that there's still a thing. Like escorts are still a thing. People still fuck for money all the time.
Well, no, but escorts are, but they also say like, you know.
Okay, call him the fucking escort. Call him the fucking escort.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
No, this was a while ago. I was watching this little mini documentary with this escort, who essentially is a hooker. She's a prostitute, and she was kind of complaining about these guys that when they pay for her or her time, she comes over and she walks in the door and they instantly shove like their tongue down her throat. And she's like, even though I'm an escort, like, whoa, you don't get to do that. Like, we're still going to take a couple minutes to get to like know each other because legally you paid for my time to spend time with you. You didn't legally pay to have sex with me.
Right.
So like, we're still gonna, like, this isn't just I come over like in the movies, I just come over and I start sucking your dick. Like, that's a street hooker. This is like from an escort service.
Right. Well, maybe we should just become pimps then.
I'm down.
I'll sell pussy, bro. Fuck it, dude. I'll have fucking cam girls, hookers, all that shit, dude. Easy. All from the power of the iPhone that the government allowed me to use.
Where did you go, bud? Oh, there you are.
Right here. Sorry, I got the notification that my iPad's about to die, so we got to wrap this up. So give me your fucked up questions.
Oh, how long have we been doing this?
An hour.
About an hour 15. Has it been? Yeah, ish. Okay. I got 3 questions today.
God,
and since we
why
don't
have so many questions?
Because I like the 3s. Since these will be better since we didn't have our female guest on. I'm really kind of sad she wasn't here. I'm still gonna try and get her on.
What a bitch. She's too good for us. That's all I hear. She's too good for us.
No, if anyone wants to get our guest on, I'm going to throw out her Instagram. People go tell her to get on the podcast. It is
Rebel
Kel Wrestles. So the word Rebel, Kel spelled Kel, and then the word wrestles. Rebel Kel Wrestles. Everyone go tell her to
get on the podcast.
Get on the podcast.
Bust your balls about not showing the fuck up.
Because Dinõ's got a little thing.
I don't got a little thing. She shouldn't know that anyways. Listen, there's just something about a female wrestler that gets me, dude. I don't know what it is.
Dude, I completely understand.
Dude, I was going to ask her, does she have a signature move? Like, dude, does she give the fucking iron elbow? Like, what is she? And then you just...
Okay,
so you smell what the Rock is cooking?
No, I get what you mean by like a female wrestler is like super sexy, even though I'm not a wrestling fan. You know that movie they made about the female wrestler? It had the Rock in it too.
Yup.
I was like insanely turned on through like most of that movie.
Yep.
I was super, super confused. Okay, here's the first question. Would you rather have a 3-inch dick or only last 30 seconds in bed?
Is
And
my
you could-
dick
and you-
is
and
my
you could
dick
have-
huge if
you
I
could-
only last 30
Yeah,
seconds?
you could have like a fucking Pringle can for a dick. I'm going with 30 seconds. That way I can have a monstrous fucking dick and I feel like I can get some shit done in 30 seconds.
Oh man.
I don't think you're going to be pleasing anybody with a 3-inch dick, bud. Not to mention you're not going to feel very good about yourself.
Okay, I'll take the big dick.
That's what I thought.
I'll take the big dick.
So you'll take the 30 seconds in bed.
Yeah.
Okay. You can turn any movie into a porno with the same cast from the movie. Which one are you picking?
Oh shit! What?
I had a movie in my head earlier,
Oh fuck!
and I totally forgot which one.
Oh man! Any cast?
God, which fucking movie was it?
Dude, there's so many. Wait. Am I in the porno, or I can just turn any movie into a porno?
It's just you're turning any movie into a porno.
Stay violent, bro.
What'd he say?
Nothing.
I'm gonna say any movie with The Rock in it because I want to see him just do some damage.
No, that's fucking weird, bro. Dude, there's too many movies. How the hell am I supposed to fucking? How the
Okay,
fuck am I supposed to pick that?
I'm gonna change this up a little bit. I'm gonna go with a TV.
Okay,
show,
I got one.
With a TV show instead of a movie, and I'm gonna say the TV show Jag, because there's an actress in there from the late '90s, early 2000s, Catherine Bell, and I would just love to see her just take some dick.
Okay, for movie, mine's gonna have to be. There's two. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, because that brunette girl that brunette girl that he likes.
That's true.
She's hot as fuck, and I really want to see what she looks like naked.
How about all those Japanese e-girls in that movie?
Yeah, or Never Back Down, because that blonde girl is fucking to die for.
Ooh, that's okay. I'll give you both. That's a pretty good one, dude. That's a tough one,
dude. I know. Fuck.
Okay. Would you rather fuck the hottest celebrity if they have a dick, or Vin Diesel with a pussy?
Wait, so you're talking take the hottest chick in the industry, turn her into a she-male, and fuck her?
I'm talking any celebrity, so like any famous woman.
Would
you rather fuck her, but she has a penis, or fuck Vin Diesel with a pussy?
Does she still have a pussy? Or does she have just a dick?
She has a penis instead of a pussy.
I could never fuck Vin Diesel, bro. So I'm gonna take the girl with the dick.
You're just gonna turn off the lights and bend her over and fuck her in the ass.
Just because she has a dick doesn't mean I have to use it. Like I can still
That's true.
Put it in her mouth or in her butt. But I'm sorry, but I'm never fucking Vin Diesel.
I'm probably gonna have to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting, dude.
Well, could you imagine like Vin Diesel like talking to you during sex? Like, I couldn't do it.
No, I don't want to fuck Groot. That sounds horrible.
Like if you just hearing that voice, I just feel like it would just not. It would shut that shit down. So Ryan, dinõ, take us out, motherfucker.
What's up?
Take us out. Where can people find you?
All right. Thank you again for another episode of Real Ass People. I'm your one and only dinõ. That is your one and only Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan, throw him the mint symbol. Throw him what's up. Tight butthole. Give him tight butthole. That's loose butthole. Tight butthole. There you go. Ideally, what's tighter than a family? A butthole. A butthole's tighter than a family.
What if you put you put your future family in a butthole?
Still tight because you got to keep them together. You can check me out on my Instagram, Designs by dinõ. You can also find me on the Ravens Claw Instagram page. Dan, why don't you tell them where you can find you at?
You can find my personal page on Instagram at Big Danny G. There's a lot of dogs barking. You can also find the podcast Instagram page at Real Ass People. You can find my photography page at D Block Shots. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead,
No,
say
I
it.
have nothing to say. I'm just listening to all your Instagram tags.
Okay, you can also find all those on TikTok, same usernames, and you can also go check out the new podcast that I am starting. You can check out the Instagram page at Sex Work 101 on Instagram.
Oh.
And that's the name of the podcast. So once we get that going, or once I get that going, because that's going to be a whole separate podcast.
And once I decide to launch it, I'm going to start doing a video series about my depressing ass life and mental state. So you can check that out too once I get rocking and rolling.
Yeah, we'll do a shout out once you get that shit figured out.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah.
Okay, say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, you fucking degenerates.
You fucking heathens. You sandbagging sons of bitches.